Hello, welcome to another reaction video. Today I'll be listening to the number 6 song on Billboard's Top 200 for 2023. This is Harry Styles' song, As It Was. Harry Styles, I know from that one band, High Five or High Direction or something. I don't remember the name of the band, but I remember that song Just the Way You Are because I was big in karaoke, and I know he started his own, I know his face, and I know he did his solo career, and I want to say out of all those all of those members, he's probably the most famous on it, that continued on his career. So props to him. I don't know if he's taken a different approach to that boy band rock aspect that they were doing before. So let's find out. Yeah, I have no idea what he's doing 2023.
Come on, Harry, we want to say goodnight to you.
I've heard this in short form about this part. And I mentioned this on my prior video for Sam Smith, but this looks like it has a little more story, a little more budget to it, and I appreciate those things. I'm a sucker for it when it comes to music videos. So very happy to see that. It's interesting to see that this maybe is going to be a continuing trend for there, when despite the 10, 9, and 8 songs kind of being a little bit lackluster in my opinion on the budget of the music video. It's very interesting.
Gravity's holding me back. I want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't we leave it at that? Nothing to say, and everything gets in the way. Seems you cannot be replaced, and I'm the one who'll stay. Oh, in this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same.
I might actually need to do a deeper dive on here, quite frankly. Maybe I'm just drawing unseen parallels, but the lyrics are matching up more with the visualization. And as it's my first time listening to the song, it's an interesting thing, but it's a lot for me to take in. And my guess is they made the video not for necessarily first-time listeners. So let me just take my time with this. Apologies in advance. You can listen to the song on your own if you really want to listen to the song. So, you have all that free will to do that. Going into the video, it sounds like a chick is moving on from him and he's coming to terms with it. But I just want to go back a little bit through it. So he's doing this runway bit, going
Holding me back, gravity's holding me back. I want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't we leave it at that?
Alright, that sounding like he's kind of stuck on Earth, she's above him, soaring up, and he's kind of sitting there. He at least wants you to look like you give a damn and give a little bit of effort to take his hand. That's about it, which is, I guess not asking for much. It's a little defeatist in a sense, almost, that say like, oh, I'm stuck here. I just want to see that you care about me an ounce, just a little bit. I'm digging all the tattoos he's got. I don't want to do a deep dive on his body culture, but digging it. I think the suit is a little bit showy, showy in the sense that it was made for a meme or made for attention. A little on the nose, if you ask me.
Nothing to say.
Reminds me of Freddie Mercury in a sense, but maybe they're going for that too. Fuck if I know. Like the red and blue going in here. I like this scene.
And everything gets in the way. Seems you cannot be replaced, and I'm the one who'll stay. Oh.
Ooh, I like that though. Kind of, like life's holding you down. There's some shit you just can't handle, or you got to handle before you can move forward. Somebody else is moving a little bit on their own pace. And, you know, like, I don't think that hole in my heart will leave, but this is how it's got to go, and I got to bite the bullet on this one. So that's, you know, it's a nice take.
In this world.
And I like you saying, you know, I will stay, but yeah, and he's standing here while she's walking. I think that's, you know, there's nice some touches there.
It's just us. You know, it's not the same as it was in this world. It's just us. You know, it's not the same as it was, as it was, as it was.
So I guess song about growth. They kind of got together and then they went on their own path, started walking, right? Pretty obvious tale. She falls off. We'll see what that means in a second.
No, it's not the same. Answer the phone. Harry, you're no good alone.
I guess it means she's out of his life more than anything.
Why are you sitting at home on the floor? What kind of pills are you on? Ringing the bell. Nobody's coming to help. Your daddy lives by himself. He just wants to know that you're well. Oh.
They still got that. I don't know if that shirt reveal was necessary. It is it Five Direction or whatever, Direct Five, Stride Gum, whatever their band was called. There was. I remember, as a teen, feeling that it was a little too showy, like too skin showy for a teenage audience. And now he's more grown. I feel like he still did that with a shot like that. It was, in my opinion, it was unnecessary to have this lower, upper body reveal. But I could say that about the last video too, that it was a little too adult, a little too mature for kid audiences. So I just sound like an old fart, quite frankly. But it's just noticing, that doesn't leave, and I wonder if that's, just it's a sex sells. It's a working formula. So I can't fault him for putting a scene like that. But I can also acknowledge it in my own respect. But let's keep it going.
In this world, it's just us. It's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just us. It's not the same as it was.
Are those chairs or are those walkers? They look like chairs without a frame. And they're lying down as opposed to sitting. They're not looking at each other. This is looking, I wonder if they're going to go to that, was it Michelangelo with the god and man, barely touching each other. There's another woman that came in. So it's just showing this evolution of life going through there, the red pill and the blue pill.
As it was, it's not the same. Go home, get headlines, feed internet. I don't wanna talk about the way that it was. Leave America, 2 kids follow her. I don't wanna talk about us doing it first.
Whoa. That was something. That was something there. Hold on.
Oh, it's not the same as it was. As it was. As it was. It's not the same.
Alright, so they're moving apart. These lyrics, that got a little more intense than what I was ready for. Go home, get ahead, light speed, internet. What does that mean exactly? So he goes home, meaning comes maybe to himself. He gets ahead. He's shooting forward in life, perhaps with the light speed internet. He's able to access things in a much faster. He's kind of leveled up, maybe is what they're getting at for their light speed internet. Okay, maybe it means he's got really good porn, like, he just gigabytes of porn, just bam, bam, bam. I don't know. All right, so don't want to go back. Yeah, I feel that. Once you got good internet, it's kind of hard to bump your plan down. Once you got them fiber optics, you don't want to fucking dial up. And yet, maybe he does though want to talk about the way it was. I don't know if the internet correlation is correct here, and maybe it's a tune to nostalgia. Shit, maybe he's talking about like, hey yo, like shit was nice. It was kind of nice back in the day, when all we did was just play outside, and now we got this big internet. Everything's kind of different. Kids don't be going outside no more. Like we have we have our minds locked in with the horse blinds. I don't know. These are very ambiguous lyrics. Leave America, 2 kids follow her. Well, now that makes me wonder. Hold on. Who's doing it first? Hold on. Now, maybe this go home thing is more talking about the woman with the light speed internet. Perhaps it's a story about finding. Back in my day, all we had was like Skype. It was a big thing to be able to talk to somebody across the world really easily. Now it's a little easier, this light speed internet going on here. But back in my day, it was a little tough. We had Skype and it was still shoving off, and that was in like 2005, 2008. Now things are different. I'm wondering if it means that she's found another lover and settled down with them, had 2 kids. I don't want to talk about who's doing it first, who's taking those steps forward in life and settling down with kids, and she's chosen to live a life outside of America. It's also an interpretation. But isn't he British? I don't think he's American. We've all done that in the pool and shit, just sliding through, jumping off. Feels very dreamlike. I wonder if they're also going for a more dreamlike atmosphere where you're in this metropolitan setting here, but there's no people and it's kind of wet. It's a little dreary, or maybe like rained recently, and he's just kind of dancing in the rain, singing in the rain. Just doing some shit like that. And then he smiles at the end, opens a gate, and leaves. So maybe that is passing on the torch, per se, or saying, all right, what's done is done. I've healed, I've mended, and I'm going back into the world for it. I've danced it off, and I've come to grievances, and I've come to terms with it, and it's time to move on. It sounded like it took a little while, as she's had 2 children. Unless those are his kids, in which case that song, my assumption is that song would get a lot more complicated if that was the case. But I gotta give this song its props for that, just kind of shoving in there. I've been trying through these top 10s and we're getting close to those halfway point now. We're coming into the upper echelon. But lyrically, it's been very poppy for me. Just kind of, it's just something you're listening to, and they did a great job of having something to listen to. But if you looked into it, for me, I'm kind of stumped, and I'm wondering, all right, what are they actually talking about here? So I appreciate that. I think that was really cool, musically, like especially for him. I think he was the singer of Stride 5 Gum, whatever it was. damn, it's gonna bother me. I don't know what the fuck their band was called. Hold on. One Direction, not Five. One Direction. That was it. Sorry. One Direction. Yeah. So I think he was the singer. I think he was the headpiece for One Direction, if I remember correct. So it's good that he is putting a little more lyricism in the writing of it there, and leaving me stumped. It makes me intrigued. It makes me want to learn more about what this guy's story is in the recent years, which I'm sure is what he was kind of looking for to some degree. So yeah, shout out to Harry Styles putting that in. I wouldn't say it's my favorite so far. I would say the Sam Smith song is still taking the cake just for the music theory behind it. But this is up there as well. And the David Guetta song. I'm appreciating those a lot. Have a great day. You deserve it.